Electronics and VLSI Design at IIT Chennai with a CGPA of 9.71. After that, he got placed in Cadence Design Systems and worked there for 4 years at Bangalore. Currently, he works as a JEE physics faculty. Training students in IIT examinations, and yeah, at the Smart Minds Academy in Chennai. An extremely talented person. Very wonderful, humble person at heart. You know, uh, he has gone to many various colleges and given many technical and motivational seminars there. So currently he's settled in Chennai with his good wife Apurva. So, so this is a brief introduction about Sir. I've also had many personal interactions with Gokul Sir, and a very amazing personality. Even though, in spite of being, highly respected, in the academic circles by, for his wonderful intelligence. The most beautiful thing about Sir is very humble. You know, he has a very wonderful heart, and we are extremely grateful to for coming and having taken out his time, spending his time to for all of us. And yes, so I also would like to. So this is a brief introduction about Gokul sir, who will be joining us just within a minute or two. Yes, uh, Gokul sir is there. Yeah. So Gokul sir will be coming within 1-2 minutes only. He'll be on thing. Yeah. So I heard there are also there are also students of many other colleges who have who have joined and have taken advantage of this particular seminar. So I would suggest all of y'all please be very attentive during this entire presentation. Take good notes. If required, there will be a question answer session also where you can personally interact with sir and ask your question answers. Express gratitude to teachers. So I also would like to express my gratitude to the teachers, who helped us, the teachers, the principal who helped us organize this. So I think yes, Gokul sir has come. So I would request him to please kindly make his presentation. Thank you very much.
Sir, we can't hear you.
Sir is he's just adjusting his. He has already come. He's just adjusting. He started in one. He'll just start within few seconds.
Yeah. Are you?
Yes, yes.
Yes.
Okay, I'm
Yes, sir,
sorry.
yes.
Didn't unmute. All the students switch off the videos from their side because so that load on internet will be less. So please. Very into the wonderful students of CE It's an honor to and I also have come that teachers of some of the teachers are also present in the audience. I offer to you. Please pray and bless that I think something which could be of some use to all these wonderful students in life, their career, especially in regards to appearing in exam. So thank you so much for hearing more some time. So although the topic is how did I score in GATE, although it is a very specific topic of how to crack GATE, my presentation is going to be a little more wholesome. That is, the topic is very particular towards GATE. However, his principles are universal. The success principles are very universal, whether it is GATE exam or some other exam or something else in life. Usually, the success principles are universal and it can be applied everywhere. So, some of with you will be very specific towards the GATE preparation, and I would say most of the other content would be a very generic thing which you can use for any other fields to navigate your uh, journey in a smooth way towards success. So, do I have control to share content? Yeah. What I'm going to do now is presently I'm going to switch off my video, my side, and I'm going to get into the presentation mode where you will see the PowerPoint presentation, and then till PowerPoint presentation ends, I'm going to be in that same mode. I will not switch back because I'm slightly afraid because I have very less time. At sharp 12 o'clock, I have another assignment. So I'll have to complete this talk within certain time limit. So I'm going to get into the mode of the PPT sharing with you, and that will continue till the end of the session. For question and answers, I'll again come back where you can get to see me. At that time, you can ask some questions. So let's start. Hope you are able to see this. How did I score in GATE? What I'm going to share are a few effective principles and practices that can bring out your best potential. Okay, let's start. Everybody in this world wants to be successful. Everybody who doesn't like to be successful. However, you have to pay. 1 minute. Requesting to annotate the shared content. Decline. Fine. Everybody wants to be successful. Please don't request for annotation, Kana, because it's disturbing the flow. Okay, what I was saying is everybody wants to be successful. However, few are successful. Who are those people who are successful? They are the ones who have paid the price for success. All right. Even those people who are willing to pay the price for success still many times don't meet the goal because they don't realize that there are always certain roadblocks which are present on the path of success. Yes, we have a goal in our life. We want to pursue the goal very, very sincerely. However, we should know in the beginning itself that there are certain roadblocks. There are certain obstacles that we will surely face in our journey. So we also must learn how to overcome them. So in today's presentation, I'm going to help you with how to make that road, also how to cross over these obstacles, which will anyway come. Both I'm going to discuss. And one more important thing I'm going to discuss, I want to right away inform you, right away I want to inform all of you is this. the presentation what I'm giving you today is something like a seed, because many important points I'm going to share with you. Please believe me, each one of them is very crucial. Okay, and I would request the Personality Development Club, the PD Club of GECA, to take further sessions on each of these topics elaborately. And okay, at this point of time, I also want to thank the Personality Development Club of GECA, and especially the first year students who have been the who have been working very hard to organize these sessions. Also, I sincerely thank the management of GECA, the principal and the teachers for allowing this session to happen, so that I get some opportunity to express my attitude to serve all of you. All right. So, yeah, somebody speaking. The roadblocks are there. You should know how to overcome them. All right. So let me tell you a story right at the beginning. This is a story of my friend's mother. Actually, my friend studied in Sri Chaitanya Coaching Institute in Vijayawada. He's a day scholar, and somebody has unmuted from your side. Please mute from your side. All students, please make sure that you have muted from your side, so that there is no disturbance. Okay. So this is a story of a mother. Can host make sure that other students are muted, please, because it is disturbing. Can host make sure that the students who are coming in, they are muted, please? Okay, all right. So it is a story of one of my friend who studied his 11th and 12th in Sri Chaitanya Coaching Institute in Vijayawada. He was a day scholar. One on Sunday evening, he was feeling very hungry, so he approached his mother and asked, "Mama, can you please make something nice item for me because I'm so hungry." Unfortunately, that day was a festival day, and there was a favorite show that was running on TV, which is like very favorite, which is mother liked it very much. So she really did not want to get up from her seat and get into kitchen and cook. But then the son was requesting, and husband also comes by that time, and he also asked, "Can you please make something? I'm feeling hungry." All right. Mother immediately goes into kitchen, of course, very half-hearted, and she starts to prepare. But now and then, multiple times, she comes out of the room, comes out of kitchen, and tries to see, what is happening on the favorite show on the festival day. So quickly she tries to wrap up her preparations and brings all the preparations on the dining table. There are chapatis, there is rice, and there is some sabji. So this friend of mine, he was telling to me the experience of food that day. So the friend takes little sabji with the chapati, and when he tastes it, oh my God, it was so salty. It appeared that mother has put salt in place of vegetables and vegetables in place of salt. It is so salty. And then father looked at the chapatis. All the chapatis are fully burnt, black, so much black. Then my friend, he was really hungry, but at the same time he couldn't express his unhappiness to his mother, and he said, "Mama, I have a birthday party of my friend. I think I can go there, have my dinner." So the same friend of mine, he was telling me, you may be wondering what I'm speaking. I will connect it. Don't worry. This friend of mine, he was telling to me that actually my mother is an expert cook. She's an expert cook. When she cooks, oh, it really tastes very well. But that day she couldn't do her best. Why? Because she was distracted. Because she was distracted. So a very bad output, very bad performance despite talent. Mother was very talented. She had the capacity to prepare the best of meals. However, because she is distracted, despite talent, the performance was very bad or under, you know, much below her potential. Unfortunately, many a times, this is the situation of many students also, including myself. Actually, the title of this talk is The Life Story of AAR1. Truly speaking, of course, I'm going to speak in terms of principles, but this is what I have gone through in my life. I'm telling about this lady. It is also my case also initially. Although I had talent, but I couldn't perform very well because I was distracted badly. Especially, let me tell you, when I entered into my engineering college, that is in NITK Surathkal. It was in 2005. I entered into NIT Surathkal. Being from a very cultured background, because of coming from a very cultured background and very good parents, etc. Of course, not wealthy, whatever. But something strange happened when I entered into engineering college, because till engineering I was in the very close protection of mother, father, culture, etc. But as soon as I entered into engineering college, suddenly I saw there is so much of freedom. Suddenly there I saw so much of freedom. However, because my background being very good, I did very well in my first semester exams. Not exam, no, not first semester. Till mid-sem. Till mid-sem of first semester, I was the topper in my class, Electronics and Communication branch in NITK Surathkal. However, the effect of engineering college atmosphere started to affect me. It started to change my values. It started to change my patterns of habits. So situation became so horrible. I'm telling you my own story. Situation became so horrible that the student who was the topper of the class, that too, ECE was the top branch, next to computer science, whatever, the topper of the branch till midsem, suddenly I was getting grades B and C and in some cases D also. Why? Because of the wrong association that I was taking. Especially, I got very much addicted to watching movies. So there was actually till mid-sem, that is first 3 months of my engineering college, I never knew that there is something called as a TV room. Of course, I'm speaking about 2005. So internet is not that much prevalent at that time. It was TV. So there were two wings in our hostel, right wing and left wing. In the middle, there was a lobby wherein there was a big TV kept. So first 3 months, I never knew that there was a TV room. But then somebody told me, Gokul, you know what? I was telling, what? You know what? Yeah, please tell me what. There is amazing thing which is there in the hostel there. Oh, what is that amazing thing? Please tell me. Then he told me, oh, even if I tell, you will not make utilization of it because you're a good student all the time, you will be studying only. That's okay, but tell me what is the very nice thing what is present in the hostel. Then he told me that there is a wonderful room called as TV room. Oh, acha, fine. Why don't I try it? So I entered like that immediately after my mid-sem exams, in which I was topper. So that's how I entered, and the remaining half of this semester, the first semester, because I was so attached to watching movies, practically every day I would watch movies till 2 o'clock in night and get up at 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock or more. And I would get up at 12 p.m. At 12 p.m. noon, I would get up. Again, I would get up only to eat lunch. I would skip my classes. It was a very pathetic situation, you see. So I'm comparing myself with this mother here. So mother had talent, but then she got distracted. So I'm giving my own example, how I had an opportunity to really do well in academics, really do well in so many other extracurricular activities. However, I got distracted. So if you get distracted despite talent, you can't perform. Now, many see, this is what I strongly believe is everybody is unique in this world and everybody has got their own set of talents. Everybody is blessed by God to have certain talents. Unfortunately, we are in we are living in a world which brings in so many challenges to students' lives. Oh my God, I was living in 2005 का जमाना में. अभी तो क्या not TV, this internet, everything is there on the fingertips. And oh my God, this age is age of distractions, mass distractions, especially powered by internet and digital devices. It's it's a great challenge to be focused on the goal. Now, how do we deal with these challenges? I'm going to share. So anyway, we should not be like the tail of it. We should not be like this talented mother still who doesn't perform well. We should be, yes, we have certain capacities, and we should learn to use them to best of our abilities. How do we do that? That's what today's presentation is. Okay, let's go ahead. Okay. The title is that I'm going to share certain secrets, but let me tell you, there are no secrets, Rakana. There is no secrets. Oh, by the way, Kanna means basically a very affectionate way to call younger people. So because I teach in Tamil Nadu here, so I'm used to this Kanna Kanna. So don't mind if it is coming out inadvertently. It's a habit. So anyway, there is no secrets as such because they're all open. Everybody knows them. However, I'm trying to place them here so that we can make out something from here. So first thing to have success in life is we have to know the goal, have clarity. Second is you have to plan well, chalk out your path properly. You have to plan. Number three, endeavor consistently. You know the goal, you have planned well, you're reaching the goal. Keep moving, endeavor consistently. And here is the place where most students fail. In order to endeavor consistently, what is important is we have to live a goodness life. Let me tell you one very important thing: ability to concentrate, ability to focus, ability to put consistent efforts is not a skill, my dear friends. It is not a matter of technique. It is not a skill. It is a virtue. Okay, there is a skill and there is a virtue. What is the skill? Skill, you can somehow learn it and put it in practice. But virtue is something which is very much closely related to your lifestyle. If your lifestyle is not in goodness, you can't practice focus. You can't put consistent efforts. I'm going to speak about that mode of goodness very short. I'm going to speak about that. So then fourth, beware of distractions. Avoid them. This is the roadblocks what I was speaking about. Next, take help of support system. I would consider in this entire presentation, I would feel this is the most strongest point. If you take the correct support systems and help, and you make yourself strong internally, everything else you can do properly. And finally, question your purpose. Why you want to crack gate? Just because for a selfish purpose, I want to earn more money, I want to be successful. Okay, it's basically a selfish motive. Now, of course, I'm going to speak at the end of the talk also, but this is actually a well-researched topic. If your motivation is selfish, you will be distracted very, very easily. Why? Because what you want is your own happiness, your own enjoyment. If that is your purpose, then your mobile phone can make you very, very happy. You can watch so many movies. You can do so many things on your mobile phone. Why work hard to go and have such a high goals? Be happy now, Baba. Why work so hard to become happy in future? You see this? If your motivation is just to become uh, selfish happiness, then you will very easily get distracted. Okay, now I'm going to tell about each one of them in detail. Know your goal. Now, as of now, our goal is, at least those students who have come here, that you want to crack GATE. First thing you should know is what is syllabus, because you should know what is going to come in the paper. Is it not true? So here I have placed part 1, part 2, part 3. Part 1, you have 15%. This is fixed marks. 15%. That means out of 115 marks are going to be from verbal and quantitative aptitude. Part 2, it is basically from engineering mathematics. This varies from 10 to 15%. Part 3 is subject specific section. For example, you are in electronics and communication. You have 8 or 9 subjects from your engineering branch, especially those subjects which you learn from, especially in second and third years subjects. Okay, 8 of them will be there. That is 70 to 75%. So you understand now well that this is the biggest part. This is the biggest part. Of course, even engineering mathematics also. As far as verbal and quantitative aptitude, you don't require to prepare that much. You can do it at the last moment also, as far as quantitative aptitude is concerned. But then these two, engineering mathematics and subject specific section, you have to be really well planned for this. For that, what you have to do? Very simple. Attend your engineering classes very, very sincerely. Don't bunk them. Attend very attentively. Make nice notes and have different textbooks for each of those subjects. Okay, for example, digital electronics, you will have a book, textbooks, not just certain materials, but you also have to read textbooks. For example, control systems, you have certain textbooks. For microprocessors, you have certain textbooks. What is my understanding is just solving GATE materials, it doesn't give you the depth and strong basis of fundamentals. We need to read at least one, best is 2 to 3 books. So that's what I did for every. Don't ask me which are the books because I have forgotten. It's long back, but I have a document. I can send it to you. I can send it to the Nilesh and also Vaibhav. They can send it to you. Which all books for which all courses that I can send. So it's very necessary that you read textbooks also. Then get into details. Now we know that part 3 is the important. Of course, part 2 also you can say. Weightage of each course, please try to understand. For example, you have analog circuits and you have microprocessors. Okay, these two are subsections of the part 3. But analog circuits is much more important than microprocessors. You should know what is more important, what is less important. And then even within the important subject, you should know what are the important topics. So basically what I'm trying to say is have clarity. Have clarity. Please know what is going to be there on your plate after 2 or 3 years. When you're going to sit and write exam, you should know what is going to be there on your plate, right? Have clarity. And then I'm saying that at least you should, at least at this point, you should know what are the important textbooks. As time comes in, you should also have them and keep reading them. This is the know your goal. Chalk out your path. You have to plan very well. It is said, all of you will know, if you fail to plan, you are planning to fail. Actually, time management is the very heart of success. Time management is, 1 minute. Time management is in the very heart of success. Please remember, Kana, that nobody has 25th hour in a day. Nobody has 8th day in a week. Nobody has the 32nd day in a month. No. Everybody has got the same time. But some people flourish and some people don't. The reason is simple, how they invest their time. You see, people are nowadays very much speaking about money investments. Okay. It's very important where you are investing your money. Okay. So if you invest your money wrongly, you lose that money. So for student, what is the money? What is the greatest wealth? Not only for students, even for everybody in this world, the greatest wealth is time. How you utilize your time is what decides where you will be. Okay, it's very important. So it is said that before present moment arrives, one should be ready with a plan to invest it. If not, most likely we waste that moment. You see, before a day comes, I should know how I'm supposed to spend my day. Before next week comes, I should know how I'm going to spend next week. Yes or no? Otherwise, if I don't have a plan, most likely we waste that moment. And another very interesting statement: do not get cheated by calendar. You only have those many days as you utilize. Some of you may be feeling, "Arey, kya bhaiya? We are there in just in second semester only. At least, we have 2.5 years or 3 years to go and, write gate. 1,000 days के आसपास है हमारे पास." But don't be cheated by calendar, sir. You don't have 1,000 days. Sorry. You may end up having only 20 days or 10 days or maybe 1 day. Because we don't know how many days you will be utilizing properly. You're understanding? Don't get cheated by calendar. You only have those many days as you utilize. Okay. Pitch in your small bit every day. Don't wait for idealistic situations in life. Sometimes students say, actually, you see, I'm very busy now. I have my engineering subject, so many things, and I have to attend my classes. I have so many assignments. I have exams coming up, this and that. When do I have time for studying for GATE? When everything becomes very wonderful, when I don't have assignments, when I don't have any other things to do, and no problems in life, that time, I will sit आराम से बैठूंगा, 10 घंटा 12 घंटा पढ़ाई करूंगा, and मिलेगा बढ़िया rank. So people wait for idealistic situations in life. Everything should become smooth. Then I will sit and work hard. My dear friends, that is never going to happen. Ideal situation don't come in life. It's life. Movie तो थोड़ी है. ये तो life है. Life में ideal situation नहीं आता. So that's what I'm supposed to do. We should not wait for idealistic situations. Pitch in your small bit every day. Every day you do a little bit. My suggestion is something like this. Always make sure that you have some gate materials. Okay, it can be, there are different gate materials. There are GRB publications, there are gate forum, there is AS, there is so many things. Okay, any material you have them, and have also textbooks. Solve every day, say 20 questions. If 20 questions is difficult for you, say 10 questions. Read a particular chapter's concepts. Every day you put in little effort. That little is going to be a very, very substantial credit in your account. It's going to, you see, many times people feel that, I have to do something big in life. The answer is, it's not true actually. You don't have to do big. You have to keep doing small things regularly. Have you seen sometimes, on rocks, you have some grooves. On rocks, you have certain grooves and lines. Basically, those lines are formed by ants walking. Now, how strong is ant and how strong is the rock? But when the ant keeps walking on the same path, that rock, that ant walking continuously on the same path, it leaves a permanent mark on the rock. So ant is not doing hard work. Many people say that you have to work hard. अरे कुछ नहीं होता है उससे. You have to work smart. One of the principle of smart work is regular work. Every day do something. Every day you do something. Okay. One more thing I wanted to say. Usually the presentations will be like, we have the body, there is introduction, there is the body, and then at the end conclusions. But in this presentation, it's not like that. Every slide is a conclusion. Every slide, there are important points to note. So make sure that, you are noting the important things. Okay. So every day you put in little efforts. That is. And one more very important thing, please hear carefully this. Try to learn in classroom itself. You see, what is the syllabus for GATE? It is your engineering subjects only. Engineering subjects का पढ़ाई कहाँ होता है? आपका classes में, classrooms में teachers are coming so wonderful in their teaching. Just try to learn in classroom itself. One of the very major reason why I was very, very successful in my academics part is this. I was very attentive in my classes. Now you may be wondering, sir, कुछ तो हो गया आपका? in second portion of your first semester in कुछ तो हो गया, आप टीवी देखते रहते थे, classes भी bunk करते रहते थे, अभी क्या हो गया? Of course, what happened was after my first semester, I met some of the best people that I have ever met in my life. Okay, very good people. I took their association. Okay, in fact, it was the personality development club in our NIT Surat actually. So my seniors were so wonderful. They were very, very helpful. I was taking their association more. After that, I could come out of my bad habits. So after that, what happened with me was I would attend my classes very, very sincerely. I would not miss my classes. So I would try to learn in classroom itself. So if I'm not able to understand anything in class, I would make sure that I would ask somebody, I would read a textbook, some break my head to understand that day, or if not, as soon as possible. Okay. Many times students feel like they are attending the classes. The teacher is saying they're not able to understand. Number one, they don't ask questions. You have to ask. Number two, they feel अरे अभी तो समझने का क्या problem है later on we'll understand. But problem in later is it will keep accumulating. Just like every day, little bit of hard work, little bit of smart work every day, if you do, the results are going to be wonderful. Similarly, if you every day postpone understanding subjects, what will happen is the result will be too much of a burden. Too much, so many things are there to learn. It's going to be very difficult. So my request to you is try to learn in classroom itself, make nice notes, ask doubts to the teachers, and go ahead, be happy, smart, in the sense that don't be don't be anxious. Keep doing your little part every day, and surely success is going to come. And again, when I'm saying success, I don't mean that everybody will be like in the same way. It's not possible that everybody is rank one, and it is not that rank one is the most intelligent person. That is also not true. I'm to rank one hai. So, but when I was in IIT, I saw much more smarter students than me. So what I'm trying to say is, it's not that everybody can be number one. It's not that everybody can be there on the top. But when I say success, please understand, success, when I say, is this: you can do the very best you can do. Okay? When you do your best, you will feel so satisfied. That satisfaction is the greatest success. The peace is the greatest success. You are doing your best of your capacity. And if you do that, surely today or tomorrow or after some time, you'll be doing so nice. Okay. Anyway, try to learn in classroom itself. Make a habit of scheduling your. Oh, sorry, that's wrong. Your, what is this? Your scheduling your day and week. Okay, this is wrong. Anyway. So make a habit of planning your days. As I told you, if you don't plan, you'll most likely you will waste that time. And I would request personality development club volunteers to arrange for a class on how to schedule and how to make the time management schemes proper. As I told you, there are so many seeds in this particular presentation. Each one can be elaborated, but I have very little time. I'll go ahead. Identify your best time for peak performance. This is another important thing. You should understand which part of the day your mind functions very well. Some of you may be saying, sir, midnight में मेरा दिमाग बहुत अच्छा चलता है. अरे, that's not right. It is completely against the nature. Night में सोना पड़ता है, early morning उठना पड़ता है. Night में नहीं है काम करने का time. You may say, sir, मेरे को बहुत अच्छा लगता है. ये तो अच्छा नहीं, it's not right actually. It is unnatural. It is very, very unnatural actually. Anyway, all right. Now, endeavor consistently. I told you it is very easy to begin, but it's easiest to drop. And it is difficult to maintain, but it's most difficult to be increasingly enthusiastic in pursuing the goal. So we just don't want to somehow maintain our enthusiasm, but increase our enthusiasm in pursuing our goal. That is only possible if you are in mode of goodness. You need to have the right attitude. As I told you, Kana, to focus, to consistently put efforts is not a technique, sir. but it is a virtue which is very much related to the way you live your life. Okay, it is not that however you can live life and still can be very successful. Not possible, sir. Not possible. You can live any way you want to live, but you can be successful for short run. But if you want to have consistent success, long term success, you have to change your lifestyle. It is a must. I'm sorry if I'm speaking a little heavy, but this is what I have learned in my own life, which is what helped me. I'm sharing with all of you. Okay. So now I want to say something about modes. Here I'm saying that we have to cultivate mode of goodness. Okay. What is a mode? I'm telling here. There are three modes. Basically, mode refers to an attitude of mind. Bhagavad Gita explains that there are three modes, basically: goodness, passion, and ignorance. And let me tell you, at this point of time, many a times, especially Indian students, especially Indians, feel that these books like Bhagavad Gita are of not much use. I would say, actually, it is the most unfortunate situation that all of us are in. Our unfortunately, only Indians don't understand the value. That is most unfortunate. Huh? So, who all the people who appreciated Bhagavad Gita? Einstein, he was a regular reader of Bhagavad Gita, and what is it? Ralph Waldo Emerson is another thinker. I think it's British, and the world leaders, they appreciated. Of course, Mahatma Gandhi himself, he revered Bhagavad Gita so much. There is so much of wonderful wisdom which is present in Bhagavad Gita, sir. So without it's very important that we learn some very valuable lessons from Bhagavad Gita. Okay, so Bhagavad Gita speaks about the most important aspect to become most successful in your life, or most successful. I would say that success according to your best of capacity. That is mode of goodness. Okay. So Bhagavad Gita says that there are three modes we can work under. There is mode of goodness, there is mode of passion, and mode of ignorance. Now, at this point of time, I request you can write down certain things that I'm going to speak about. What is mode of goodness? Mode of goodness is characterized by two aspects: knowledge and happiness. Sukham and jnanam. Jnanam is knowledge, sukham is happiness. Mode of goodness is characterized by sukham and jnanam, happiness and knowledge. Happiness, knowledge is basically awareness. Imagine a person who is aware. He's aware of his own strengths. He's aware of his own weaknesses. He's aware of how to overcome his weaknesses. He's aware of what are his goals. He's aware of how to reach those goals. He's aware of what are the obstacles. He's aware of how to overcome the obstacles. He's aware of practically everything, how to do things in life. So the person, because he's aware, he's in knowledge, he's also happy. That is mode of goodness. Clarity of purpose. That is mode of goodness. Passion. Second is passion. Passion is characterized by two terms: Sangha and Trishna. These are Bhagavad Gita statements. Okay. Sangha and Trishna. Sangha means attachment. Attachment to wrong things. Especially Bhagavad Gita says attachment to opposite sex. Too much attracted to opposite sex. If somebody is too much attracted to opposite sex, padai nahi chalega bhai. I'm speaking very openly because I'm not speaking to small kids. I'm speaking to engineering first year students, right? Unfortunately, what is happening in the media outside is they're over glamorizing the man-woman relationship. It's very unfortunate. In Vedic times, it's not like that. People were a little peaceful. They know that they would get married in some time to come and they will have children, etc. But nowadays, oh my God, what an exposure! Unnecessary garbage all over the media is being bombarded of the innocent children, and they have so much of trouble because they're exposed to so many things, which puts them in mode of passion. Sangha, attachment to wrong things. Second, Krishna, hankering for them. Okay, that is passion. Now, passion, a person in passion, he can put hard work, but not for long. Okay. Mode of goodness person, he can put hard work for a long time. But passion, he gets easily distracted. He or she gets easily distracted. And what to speak of ignorance? Ignorance, it is characterized by three terms. Nidra, alasya, pramad. Nidra, alasya, pramad. Nidra is sleep. Oversleep. कितना घंटा स्लीप करने का? 12 घंटा. If possible, 24 घंटा. इतना अच्छा लगता है सोने के लिए. सोना इतना अच्छा लगता है. I was, of course, anyway, fine. Ignorance, nidra, oversleep, alasya. Alasya means procrastination. So, आज पढ़ाई करने का, but why to study tomorrow? Sorry, today. Tomorrow करेंगे. I think there is one Hindi statement. I don't know Hindi very well, but आज करे सो कल करे सो something like that. Very funny statement. So ignorance people, they love to procrastinate. They love procrastinating, especially they procrastinate important things. Nidra, excessive sleep, alasya, what is alasya? Procrastination, pramad. Pramad means madness. What is madness? These people don't understand only how to live life. They don't understand what am I supposed to do in life. Very confused people. Okay. Now, we may see that, we may fall mostly under passion, ignorance, and little bit of goodness. It is not that, a person has to be completely under one of these modes. All the three modes act on all of us. So we may see that, primarily passion and ignorance may be affecting us. Mode of goodness may be little bit. Okay. But now how to drive from passion, ignorance to mode of goodness is very important thing. Okay. That I'm going to speak about. So mode of goodness, I have told this, Sukham and Jnanam. Mode of passion, Sangha and Trishna. Mode of ignorance, Nidra, Alasya, Pramad. Okay. So three mode summary. I'm going to come to how to come from mode of ignorance and passion to goodness. I'm going to speak about that. So before that, goodness, one of the characteristic of a student in goodness is he plans. Everything he does is a planned endeavor. He doesn't do anything whimsical. Whimsical means क्या बोलते हैं हिंदी में क्या बोलते हैं जो मन मांगता है वो दे देता है करता है. It's like very random, no organized work. So goodness basically means organized work, clean, tidy, and he has control over mind and senses. If mind and senses are pulling him or her in wrong directions, you have the control over. That is mode of goodness. And doesn't panic in failures. Failures are always going to come. Please know, even if you are trying to put your best of efforts, failures are going to come, sir. Because it's life. It's not a movie. Everything is success. Whatever hero does, it's a success. ऐसा नहीं होता है life में. Even though you put your best of efforts, even though you follow what I'm speaking today, there will be failures. No, for sure. But then a person in mode, he doesn't panic. Why? Because he has faith on God. Because he has faith on powers beyond his own. He understands that whatever is happening to me is for my benefit. Okay. This faith on God makes the person immune to the different challenges that comes in his life. What about passion? Always in hurry. Dreams more, plans less. Unsystematic hard work. Yeah, hard work. He puts hard work, but very unsystematic. Becomes frustrated very easily. Okay. Now, ignorance. Acts whimsically, unclean, untidy. No need to speak about this at all. So what is the mode that we have to come under? We should come under mode of goodness. How to come under mode of goodness? How to cultivate mode of goodness? This is this next thing. Okay. What I'm going to speak now is very important. Oh my God, time is flying. Okay, I will shift my next engagement slightly because this is important. Cultivating mode of goodness. How do we do this? You see, based on the mode that we are under, our habits are decided based on the modes. For example, a student in mode of goodness, that student will naturally have a habit of wearing clean clothes, taking bath every day, attending the classes very attentively, sitting in the first bench. Naturally, these habits are going to be a natural habits of a person in mode of goodness. Mode of passion, very unsteady. One of the important characteristic of a person in passion is unsteady. Today, very enthusiastic, tomorrow not enthusiastic. Day after tomorrow gone. ऐसा होता है. So, basically, the habits that you have is the result of the mode that you are in. Okay. This is what I have written here. The mode decides your habits. Okay. That means if I have to change the mode that I am living in, I have to change my habits. Change your habits, then you gradually change your mode. For example, I may not like to be clean. I wear very dirty clothes. I keep my room very unclean. I don't organize my, anything. uh, Basically mode of ignorance or passion. But then I try sincerely hard to change my habits. I try wearing good clothes. I try keeping my table clean. I try keeping my hostel room clean and tidy. I try. Okay. I try changing the habits. Gradually, you get taste to live a mode of goodness lifestyle. You will get that higher taste. Okay. You have to change your habits. What are the habits that major habits which you should change? My dear friends, I am not here to cheat all of you. वो करो ये करो सक्सेस मिल जाएगा. सक्सेस इतना आसान नहीं है. It is not that cheap, sir. You have to change your lifestyle. There is no other way. It is not cheap. Cheap things are cheap. Okay. Usually the cheap things are easy. Easy things are cheap. But something really valuable in life is not cheap, sir. You have to not just fix something in life, something you'll get out of life. There are so many seminars nowadays, how to become successful, this and that. I don't want to be one of them where I cheat all of you nicely. No. If you have to have a strong success, substantial success, you have to change the fundamentals. You have to change your foundation, the way you are living your life. Okay. So what are the 6 habits that you have to change or you have to refine them? Are cleanliness. If you don't keep, actually it is said that the way you keep your surroundings is a indication of the way your inner consciousness is. You are internally dirty, outside dirt doesn't matter for you. Frequency match हो जाएगा. कुछ clash नहीं है. You understand? So the uncleanliness is outside is a symptom of uncleanliness inside, sir. So you have to change it. You have to. It's very important that you wear fresh clothes every day. You feel fresh. You see. Keep your room organized. Nowadays, it is becoming a big discussion. It's becoming very, very popular that, unanimously or without any doubt, objectively speaking, vegetarian food is very, very good for humans. It's very, very elevating because food is not just what gets into your body and blood and flesh. Food also makes your finer membranes in your brain. It also makes your consciousness. If you eat sattvic food, vegetarian food, again vegetarian मतलब इतना chili, salty, pungent, ऐसा नहीं करने का, sattvic खाने का. Sattvic food you have to eat so that your mind also thinks in goodness. Okay. Recreation habits. See, all of us want fun, huh? So I'm speaking little heavy, but even I want fun. Who likes life without fun? Everyone wants fun. Everyone wants recreation. But then we have to ask the question of purpose of recreation. Recreation का purpose क्या है? Recreation का purpose ये है कि you are working too hard. You want a break. You want a wonderful, refreshing break, which energizes you, which makes you very energetic, enthusiastic once again to go ahead with your main work. That is the purpose of recreation. ऐसा नहीं कि recreation habits become distraction habits. That's what is happening nowadays. So much of movie watching, so much of YouTube, so much of the social media, etc. It appears to be recreation, but they are not recreation. They are distractions. Okay. Then reading habits. One of the very wonderful statement I have read. I don't remember what books I have read as much as what meals I have eaten. But what I ate made me. Similarly, what I read made me. It's a very deep statement. What it says is, do you remember what all meals you have eaten in your life? Surely you would not remember. But surely what you ate is what made you. The physical body, whatever you have now, it is made by the food that you have eaten. You may not remember what you have eaten, but what you have eaten is what you are now. Similarly, you may not remember what all things you are reading in your life, but whatever you are reading, that's what is there in your mind, whether you remember or not. So many a time students pick up bad habits in their life by reading something bad in the newspapers, in the novels, in different social media, things. So much of negative things, selfish things which are being propagated, and students read that, and that directly enters into your brain substance. It becomes your inner core. Now, if your inner core is selfish, negative, and dirty, you are more prone to distractions. You get very easily distracted. Okay. So reading habits is very, very careful. You are supposed to be what you are reading. Okay. So you should be reading from positive sources. Good books, holy books, wisdom books. That's what you should be reading, which helps you in uh, attaining your goal. And most important habit is association. What kind of friends you keep? It's most important. My life has changed. I don't know if I did not meet my good senior friends. If I did not meet them, I don't know where I would have landed up. Seriously, I can't imagine. Because I got good association, I'm here speaking to all of you. Thinking habits. Now, you may externally change all these habits, but your thought processes have to be changed. How it is possible? Basically, thinking process basically means this: be selfless, don't be selfish. Don't cultivate selfish thoughts. Try to cultivate selfless thoughts. Now, thinking habits is the most difficult to change, but how can that be changed? I'll tell you. So, cultivating mode of goodness, have the right association, have right books, read wisdom books, and most importantly, third thing, sustain mode of goodness with the help of meditation. Meditation and spiritual practice is very, very important, especially meditation. There are different types of meditation, Kana. Meditation basically means a way to connect with God's grace. So, we ourselves are very weak on our own. We may know what is right and wrong, but at the same time, we may be very helpless while choosing the right from wrong. So, meditation is a process by which you try to pray to God to receive the grace of the Lord so that you can get strength to overcome our weaknesses and face the challenges outside with integrity. Okay. So, this meditation is very, very important to change the thinking habits. If your thinking habits change, automatically all the other 5 habits change, and gradually you come in mode of goodness. So that's why you have to have right association. In right association, read right types of books, and while doing so, take help of meditation and prayer. Okay, there are different types of meditation. There is silent meditation. There is Trataka meditation, basically where you focus on candle or some object and try to focus on that for sufficient long time. Also, there is mantra meditation. It's very much part of our Vedic culture where we chant the names of God, Ramakrishna Hari, and Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Basically, these are the names of God which you repetitively chant and meditate on. This is called as mantra meditation. So, I personally do meditation actually in my life. I have been doing, even especially while during my gate preparation, I was very carefully I was practicing this mantra meditation, because why it is helpful in the next slide. So actually this is not somebody's feelings, it is proven facts. So this is Dr. Wooler. He does an experiment. Basically, you see the y-axis is the brain wave frequency, the x-axis is your effectiveness. This is term is wrong. Effectivity nahi hai, effectiveness hona chahiye. So effectiveness. So there are, okay, let me quickly show you. There is something called a sleepy zone, where when you're sleeping, your brain wave frequency, it's something like thoughts per second, something like that. Okay. The brain functions between 0 to 3 cycles per second frequency when you're sleeping. drowsiness zone is something which we experience, many students experience in classes. Huh? So basically it is 3 to 8 if it is the frequency of brain frequency, whatever it is drowsiness zone. And then you have active zone and hyperactive zone, where mind is so hyperactive that you are not able to think of what to do in life, how to take decisions in life. Very basically, this is active zone, this is very passive zone, and the middle green color, this is alert zone. It is called as relaxed alert zone. A person is relaxed. At the same time, he knows what all things he should be doing in life. These two, basically, a person is completely ignorant. He doesn't know only. He's so relaxed that he's not alert only what he should be doing. He's so relaxed that tomorrow exam hai, so relaxed that he doesn't mind. So relaxed. But here is the person keep postponing, and suddenly he realizes that tomorrow exam. तुम्हारा एग्जाम है बाप रे क्या करना है अभी इतना हाइपर एक्टिव बन जाता है कुछ नहीं करते हैं लास्ट मिनट में भी but we are supposed to be in relaxed alert zone. Why did I show this diagram? Is this when you meditate, you gradually come to relaxed alert zone. You come to relaxed alert zone. I am not saying this is a well-researched experiment which puts you in this zone if you do regular basis meditation every day. Okay, you will come to relaxed alert zone. In relaxed alert zone, the effectiveness is the maximum. Great. Meditation leads to relaxed alertness. Okay. What are the benefits of meditation? It stabilizes goodness. It helps you to live in mode of goodness. It helps you in building peace of mind and concentration. It decreases stress. Relief from bad habits. Oh my God, I can vouch for it. When I started meditating, that is the time I could easily give up many bad habits. Let me tell you, I am not a Mahatma here sitting and speaking to all of you. I had many bad habits. Let me tell you. But then when I started meditation, then the grip of bad habits started to decrease in my life. Slowly I could overcome most of it. Practically all of them. Now, last one is what? Do I have one more? It connects us to God. Why? Because when we meditate, we receive so much of inner strength by the grace of God. And practice and see it for yourself. Next. Okay. So I have completed 4 of them. First thing was be clear on the goal. Second thing is plan well. Third is consistent hard work. For consistent hard work, you should be in mode of goodness. What is the 4th one? What is 4th one? Forgot. Okay, 4th or 5th. How does it matter? It's okay, Dagana. Then beware of distractions. Avoid them. Now, if you have followed what I have told you now, that means if you cultivate mode of goodness habits, if you regularly meditate and have wonderful materials which inspire you, which inspires you to be selfless in your life, then naturally you can make the right choice of avoiding distraction. It is very natural for a person in mode of goodness to avoid distraction and focus on the goal. It's very natural for a person in mode of goodness. Okay. Because distraction is a choice. In fact, it is a wrong choice. Distraction is a wrong choice. Concentration or focus is a right choice. In order to make your choices right, you have to live a life of goodness. Okay? And life of goodness itself is not stable. You need to support life of goodness with the help of transcendence, that is meditation and prayers to God. There is, of course, conscious and unconscious choices. Conscious choice is the right choice. Unconscious choice is the wrong choice. See, life is all about choices. Okay, what you become in your life depends on how you're choosing, Kana. So if you keep making conscious choices, it brings success. If you keep making wrong choices, it brings failure. And what are the wrong choices? Wrong choices are basically distractions. Okay. Okay, how to overcome distractions? By living in mode of goodness lifestyle. So I would suggest at this point of time, I don't know whether, yeah, I have that slide. Most of what I'm speaking today, of course, it is very much realized content because I might personally experienced how whatever I'm speaking is very important. I have personally realized in the sense I understand it well. At the same time, the content what you see today most of it is based on a book called Art of Concentration in the Age of Distractions by Mr. Amal M. Das, who himself is an IITian from IIT Kharagpur. He has written this book to help the students, uh, to help them overcome the various distractions. So about that book, there is one more statement, one more slide also I'll show you about that. So I would suggest that you take that book and read, because you see all of us do require regular dosages of inspiration. None of us are so strong that once सुन लिया how to crack gate, इतना inspiration मिल गया है कि next 2-3 साल चलेगा, ऐसा नहीं होता है. पेट्रोल खत्म हो जाता है, बार बार fill करना पड़ता है. So that's why we should have, of course, we should have regular programs like this, so that your spirits are up. At the same time, having a good book can change your life. Okay, so I would suggest that please take that book and read. You will see that most of what I spoke today is present in that book. Okay, next. The previous one was 4. This is 5. Fourth one is overcome distraction. Fifth one is take help of support systems. To make your inner core strong, meditate, read wisdom books, have inspiring and elevating association of selfless people like the PD Club, the Personality Development Club. I know about this PD Club. This PD Club is there across India in different colleges. These are some of the most selfless people I have ever seen. My seniors, they were so good. Oh my God. How I wish that, there are so many people like this who, for example, now why this session is being conducted for all of you, please try to think. Are they charging from you? Are they charging from you? Why should they arrange such meetings like as this for all of you? Just to help you out. So please take such good association of these people. That is the meaning of support system. There are people who are willing to help. Take help to make your inner core strong. And smart card for balance. I will not explain because I'm running out of time. There is a smart card which can help you balance your life, and you can ask your seniors. And last one is question your purpose. Make it nobler. So motivation is stronger to the degree it is selfless. It is like this. You have a Gadi. Gadi has to go towards the goal. The petrol is the motivation. Why you want to go towards the goal? Okay. Now somebody may be saying that, I want to crack gate so that, I will get a bigger money package, I will get a bigger salary. That is a selfish goal. Of course, it's a good, okay, fine. But that is not going to be as strong as a selfless goal. For example, I want to be successful so that I can do some service. I want to be successful so that I can do something good to this world. Now, the reason for my work is not selfish purpose, but reason is something beyond my own. You must have a reason beyond your own to live for. If you have this kind of purpose beyond your own, your motivation is going to be very stronger. Now, beyond your own can start from your parents, your loving parents, who have worked so hard to make you what you are today. They would have worked so hard for you. You can't imagine, my dear friends, how much hard they have worked for you. Maybe I want to be successful so that I can please them. That is one of the reasons beyond your own. It can be, I want to help India. I want to help humanity. I want to help as many people as possible. I want to serve God. I want to serve all the people, children of God. This is a very wonderful, virtuous cause, motivation. Okay. Please remember, motivation is stronger to the degree it is selfless. All right? Fine. Don't be selfish. The world has enough of such people. Okay? Don't be another person adding in the list. Okay? Selfish motivation is very fragile. You will get very easily distracted. All right? These are the 6 principles. And then if I have to, okay, these are open secrets, revisited. Know your goal, chalk out your plan, path. So know your goal is basically about syllabus clarity, what is important, what is not important, blah, blah, blah. Chalk out your path is mainly about time management and how you are going to plan to study different topics and different timelines. Okay. Endeavor consistently. This is possible if you have mode of goodness. Distractions, avoid. If you come in mode of goodness and if you meditate, if you associate with the right people, if you read right books, then avoiding distractions becomes very easy. Take help of support systems like good chanting, meditation, etc. Make your inner core very strong, and then question your purpose. May have a noble purpose to live for, which is very, very essential. People, actually, this world needs selfless people. This world needs selfless individuals who live for service. Okay. All right. Summary and take home. Of course, summary is a summary, but to be more specific, what to do? Right away, please take a printout of your subject syllabus of GATE and purchase or some GATE materials. And of course, you may not need to purchase books because in your college library you may get the books because it will become too costly in some standard textbooks. So at least have the list of books which are you are supposed to read, and previous year question papers you must have. You must have. And after having that, what you should do? You should keep it in shelf, and you should do puja. No. You should practice them. Okay, and attend your engineering classes very sincerely. This is what to do. How can you do this? How will you be able to do these things? Associate with the right people. Cultivate mode of goodness habits, meditation, spiritual practices, and read wisdom books. Okay. And also, I could have added one more thing: smart card. Take help of smart card. PD seniors, they can help you with that. Understand? This is a book that I'm speaking about. Art of Concentration in the Age of Distractions. It's a very small book. It should be 150 rupees or something like that only. It's very less cost. So there are many toppers. Here you have Arpit Agarwal, AR1, IITJ 2012. So many students have read this book and they felt very, very benefited. So you can get this book in, okay, I could have, give me a minute. Here I'm writing, there is a website called studentbox.com, all small letters, thinkbox.com. Here it is, the last line, studentthinkbox.com. So on this website, you will get this book. You can purchase it online, whatever. By the way, why it's not that by recommending this book I'm going to get some money, some commission. No. I want to help you out. Okay, fine. Thank you so much. Sorry, I went over time. At this point, if I have time, I can take some of your questions, and I request you don't ask me questions like which book to read for which particular chapter, particular subject. You see, these questions can be answered very easily. You just Google it out or ask teachers. Teachers, they can best help you with that. Don't ask those small questions. That is my request. Ask some important questions. So yeah, I will end here. I'm stopping. How to stop sharing? I'll come on my video now. Yeah. You can ask me if you have any questions. Otherwise, we can end also. Not a problem.
Hello.
Yeah.
Sir, my question is,
Who is
while
this?
preparing,
Who is this? What's your name?
sir, my name is Vittal from Aurangabad, Maharashtra.
Vittal. Okay. Yes, Vittal.
Sir, my question is, start preparing for GATE. There is a low phase in my preparation. So how to overcome that low phase? How to come again in mode of goodness in very short time? Because the journey is not a straight line for me. So how to overcome these low phases?
By knowing one thing, everybody goes through this. I am not alone. Many times we feel that only I am bad or what? Why am I like this? So interesting thing is this world is like that all of us go through phases. I'm telling about my own situation also. I was telling some very big challenges I went through. But what helped me the most is by having right type of friends. Okay, have your association proper. If you are going through some low phase, you should have some friends whom you can take help of. Quickly you will come out.
Yes, sir. Yes.
Thank you.
Sir, hello. Hello.
Yes, Kana. Shravani.
It's Sharvari, sir.
Sharvari. So sorry. Yeah.
Sir, my question is that I'm not actually comfortable with the core subjects like analog circuits you said or network theory. So, I mean, whenever I start it, I come to a point and then I give up on it.
Oh,
So, how to break that habit or how to be comfortable with those subjects?
yeah. This is one of the difficulties that students face. Which standard you, sorry, not standard, I'm so sorry. Which year you are in?
Second year.
You are in second year. Okay. Um, maybe you require some coaching. Mean that you have to take a coaching like Gate Forum or something like that. Basically, you require little bit of hand holding. So actually, these subjects are not as difficult. Little bit of basic somebody has to help us with. Maybe you can take help of your teachers, or you can take help of some other students who are good at it. Let me tell you what happened in my own life. In my 12th, I felt a lot of difficulty with my physics. So it was really difficult for me. And one of my friends, Santosh, he was good at it. So I went to him, can you please help me out? I don't know whether I'll be able to learn it at all. Then Santosh told me one thing. Actually, it is all a play of few important concepts you have to understand. That's all. Everything else you will be able to understand. For example, in mechanics, the entire mechanics is based on how you draw free body diagram. Is it not true? You are an engineering student. Surely you would have learnt about free body diagram. So it's all about how you draw free body diagrams, right? Similarly, when it comes to analog electronic circuits, it is all about how you find out the input impedance, how you find out the output impedance. I'm sorry, I've forgotten. It was long back, and also I'm not into that field now. I'm in different field now. So basically, there are only few concepts, only few things. So in order to clarify those important concepts, you may take help of your friends or take help of certain books. It's very important that your concepts are clear. Otherwise, what will happen is what you're saying. We feel like, we don't feel like, going ahead. अरे समझ कुछ भी समझ में नहीं आ रहा है कैसे करें कैसे करूं है ना. This is my suggestion. Take help.
Yes, thank you, sir.
Does this answer your question, Sharvari?
Yes.
Thank you.
Hello.
Avinash. Yeah.
Yes, sir. I am from third year mechanical.
Yeah.
Uh, if you have 6 or 8 months for your exam, then how much time one can spend to get a good rank in GATE?
It depends on your uh, background and your past. For me, so actually what happens is if you have learned your engineering subjects and courses very nicely, if you have attended them properly, if you have learned them nicely, revision and practice would not be that hard. Okay, it would not be that hard. So it depends on the past. So if we have not learned them well, maybe we'll have to put an extra effort. It depends. But one important thing is, whatever may be the situation, try your best with whatever resources that you have. You can't squeeze in the 25th hour in your day. Is it not true? So you have 24 hours a day. In that, you have many other things. How much ever possible time you can squeeze out, do that well. What I would suggest is, if you have very less time as this, previous year questions is something which you have to do very well. All the previous year questions. Number two, you should have, you should participate in a test series. Any coaching institute's test series. Basically, you have to have that experience of writing real-time tests. Okay, that helps you. That can help you.
Okay.
Okay,
Thank you.
welcome. If any of you have last question, you can ask. With that, we should be able to end.
Hello, sir.
Who is speaking?
Sir, I am Madan Deepai
Okay,
from first year.
okay.
Sir, it is worthy to read Bhagavad Gita.
You want to challenge me or you want to get confirmation?
No, sir. My brother also read it, and he also successful
Yeah.
in life. So I really want to confirm it.
Yeah. Yes. Of course, Gita has to be read under direction. So just like B.L. Tereja, there's a very famous book for electric circuits. Now you try
Yeah.
to pick up that directly and try to understand, you may not get anything. You may require the help of teachers. For example, today's session in one way is the lessons from Bhagavad Gita only, because most of the topics that I have touched is about modes. If you see it, it's about modes. Basically, I picked up from Bhagavad Gita, and we are presenting to you in a way that it is student friendly to understand. Correct?
Yes.
So I would suggest to start reading books like Art of Concentration. Okay, it gives you the same principles as that in Bhagavad Gita in a way that you can easily understand, and keep regularly associating with the wonderful people of PD Club, and they're trying to offer you so much of wonderful help. Try to take that, and you'll grow. Because I grew, I got help, so I can confidently say that it will be helpful for you also. Okay, I
Okay,
think
sir. Yes,
I
sir.
should stop here. Very thank you, sincere thanks to all of you for your patient hearing. And if anything good is there in what I spoke, all the credit goes to my seniors. If any mistakes are there, that is due to me. And once again, I sincerely thank the efforts that is put by Personality Development Club. These are very selfless people who are trying to serve. So I congratulate all of them. And for all those students who have been the attendance today, I wish you all the best in your life and for your studies and your competitive exams, for everything. Thank you so much. Host, can I leave the meeting? Personality Development Club.